Hey guys, and welcome to part 10 of my vinyl collection tour. We're taking up where we left off, which I think ended with Creator on part 9. So I've got them out of the cube sort of stacked here. I'll actually be two cube units or two squares for that, because there's some box sets that once we get into, so we'll get straight into it. So we're not messing around too much. First up we have Laaz Rockit and City's Gonna Burn. Been forever since I've listened to this, so I can't really say too much about it. But I'm going to fly through everything anyway. I think there's another Laaz Rockit one there. Yep, No Stranger to Danger. Again, there's probably a little bit of glare coming in from outside there, as I've got some natural light. It's daytime and the curtains are open. Then we have Houses of the Holy, classic Led Zeppelin. Used to work in a music shop. One of the customers just came in one day and was like, "Here, take that." I'm like, okay. Great album. Then we have Led Zeppelin remasters. I probably need to get the complete collection of Zeppelin on vinyl. It's gotten pretty expensive, but this is a great 2 LP set. I've also got the 4 CD box set of remasters, plus I've since gone back and started collecting each individual album as it is. Then moving right along, we have Bilateral by Leprous. Probably not my favourite Leprous album, but it's got some really cool stuff on it. I bought this off a mate as he sold off his entire vinyl collection. I would have bought more, but I just didn't have the money at the time. Then we have Coal by Leprous. This was the one before I started getting into them. I've sort of gone back and bought a few other bits and pieces. I really like this album, still pretty heavy. And the one that got me into Leprous, that was The Congregation. Also Coal, when it was reissued, transparent magenta, limited edition. This one is transparent sun yellow. So The Congregation, this was the album that got me absolutely hooked on these guys. Then moving right along, we have some Lita Ford. It's just Lita, so I have it filed under L. There's some good stuff on this. The only album of hers that I've got, but I scored it cheap. Then we have Edge of Sanity, or Edge of Insanity by Tony McAlpine. Great 80s shrapnel shred album from back in the day. And we get continuing on with the shred theme. We have the first Yngwie Malmsteen album, Rising Force, or Yngwie Malmsteen's Rising Force as it's labelled there. This was a repress from Music on Vinyl. This is a special colour, gold vinyl. Then we have Marching Out. This is an early pressing of that I picked up from a second-hand store up about 30 kilometres inland, so up the back of Whoop Whoop. Then, oops, I was almost getting ahead of myself. They had a trilogy as well, so I bought these two. I think they're about $30 each, so pretty well priced. This was the album that got me into Malmsteen, and the very second CD that I ever bought after Kiss Alive in 1990. So I was there was the song Fury. I put on a tape and I just played it on repeat over and over. Anyway, that's a great album as well. All these early Malmsteen albums are awesome. And I also have Fire and Ice, which I got off the same mate that I got Bilateral by Leprous off. Awesome stuff there. Then we have Martyr, Hopeless Hopes. This is some technical, I guess, thrashy death metal from Canada. I think it's Dan Mongrain is now, there has since joined Voivod, but this was his first band. And I just saw recently on Instagram that he visited Jason Becker And in the past year, he'd actually performed with Marta again for the first time in forever. And then there's the second album, Warp Zone. Again, these Marta albums I got off the same mate that had Bilateral and the Malmsteen, and then there's the third album as well. I forget what that one's called. Feeding the Abscess. That was only $20 because not many people around here know who Marta are. Anyway, great band. Then from there we have From Beyond by Massacre, their classic death metal album. Guys from, or formerly of Death and stuff on that. Alright, Mastodon, Crack the Sky. Best album, or my album of the year for, I think it was 2009 this came out. Just recently rewatched the making of documentary. Just absolutely blew me away, that album. Awesome stuff. Well, we're into Megadeth now, so we've got Killing Is My Business. Business is Good. Early pressing from Music for Nations. I should probably get the remaster because apparently it's really, really good. PCL's early pressing as well. Another great album. All the early Megadeth stuff I absolutely love. So Far, So Good, So What. Bit of a polarizing album, but I love it. That was the first one that I got into. Then we have Rust in Peace, my favourite album of all time. I could ramble about how good this is for a while anyway. It drive people nuts. I have driven some of my friends nuts with going on about that. Oh, Mercenary, 11 Dreams. This is, one of these is, I think I've got 2 copies of this. One is coloured vinyl, but the company I bought it from, which is Cosmic Key Creations, sent the wrong one. They sent just a black vinyl. And I think that might be the black vinyl version. So, and I'd ordered the green, so they just sent out a replacement copy. No request for the other one to come back. Great company, well worth supporting. Okay, this is in the wrong place, but the Halo Effect, Days of the Lost, awesome album. I can't wait for the new one to come out. Probably a little bit of glare there. Super group basically, or all ex-In Flames members. If you like melodic death metal, I think that's pretty much essential to be in the collection. I'm not sure why it's been put there in the wrong place. Metal Church, Blessing in Disguise. Absolutely love this album. I used to drive my mum nuts playing the video clip for Badlands almost on repeat back when I was in high school. Yep, love that, love that, love that. Now we're into the heavyweights. Metallica, Kill 'Em All. This is an early press. I'm talking into the vinyl instead of the thing looking for the date. I should actually know. Anyway, I think it's an reasonably early to mid 80s pressing. We have Whiplash single with Jump in the Fire. I got this from a collection years ago. Ride the Lightning from the same collection. So 80s pressing. Master of Puppets, which I have 2 copies of. So probably different. Yeah, they are different pressings. Just again, 2 separate collections that they ended up with. This one looks a little bit brighter. This is Vertigo. This one's WEA or Warner. Anyway, there's Puppets. They've been played a lot. Garage Days. Took me ages to get this, but again, it came with someone was selling their collection, and there's a few Metallica things in there. This one is a repress that's on orange vinyl. It came out, I don't know, probably 5 or 6 years ago now, maybe more. Not too sure. But I just wanted that one. My favourite Metallica album, Injustice for All. Early 80s pressing. Well, not early 80s, but late 80s early pressing of that. Then we have the Harvester of Sorrow EP. I think this has got Red Fan and the Prince on it, if I recall correctly. I prefer that one. Harvester is probably my least favourite song on the album. Still love it, but the B-sides is what it's about for me. The Black Album is at the beginning of the end. Did they sell out? Who cares? It's still a great metal album. Not necessarily thrash anymore. There's a couple of thrashy songs, but someone will want to fight me about that. 12-inch for the Lords of Summer. That's, I guess, a demo version, or it says first pass version and a live version. I think this was a Record Store Day release, if I recall correctly. Then we have Hardwired to Self-Destruct. I was going to say Redestruct, but yeah, Hardwired to Self-Destruct. I think it's different coloured vinyl. Is it 3 LP? 2. I can see at least red there. I don't mind that album. Not necessarily my favourite, but I don't mind it. And we have 72 Seasons. My sister got me a gift card for a record store that's not far from where she lives in Melbourne. They didn't have much metal there, so I was kind of left with, what do I get? This was it. And used up the full $100 for the gift card, which I think is probably a bit overpriced, but vinyl's just gotten crazy. Now, moving on from there, we get into these box sets. And I'm yet to open them, and I'll just quickly show them off. We have the Kill 'Em All Deluxe box set. If you don't know what's in it, there's plenty of unboxing videos around on the internet. I will eventually open all these up and play them. I just haven't, because when I've played Metallica on vinyl, I've used the other pressings. But these will get a spin eventually. And we have Ride the Lightning Deluxe Edition. Plus, I really want to watch all the DVDs and listen to the demos and stuff. Master of Puppets, still sealed up. I've seen this go for almost $3,000 on Discogs, so who knows, maybe I could keep them in there and be part of my retirement plan. Don't know, probably not. I buy vinyl to play it. Injustice for All, again, still sealed. What is it? 10 CDs or something? Yeah, 10 CDs, 6 LPs, 3 DVDs. A lot of stuff to take in on that one, which I might just have a week of binging all this stuff. And the Black Album, this will be the last one that I get of these deluxe editions, because if they do it for load and reload, I'm not really interested. And by the time it comes to, what, 30 years for Death Magnetic or Hardwired, I'm probably going to be dead, who knows. Hopefully not. But anyway, that's it for the end of part 10. If you made it this far, thanks for watching. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe. Yeah, have a good Christmas and New Year, as it's Christmas Eve right now. I'm up to 98 subscribers. Maybe I'll make 100 by the end of the year. Who knows? I'll probably try and get part 11, number 11. I'm stuttering here. Done maybe Boxing Day or the day after, and just try and get all of these washed up and done, so then I can start on the CDs for the new year. Anyway, if you made it this far, again, thanks for watching, and I am over and out.